Greetings, Bruce Stebner here. Today I would like to talk to you about the painting that you see behind me entitled Open Doors, Open Window. It's a scene of a little cottage where I stayed on the Seine River north of Paris some years ago. And I think it was special to me because this house reminded me of what a French version of my grandmother's farmhouse might have been like. Nothing was perfect. It was a little in disarray and a little shabby, but nevertheless full of charm and warmth and spirit. The scene that you see is a little peculiar because we notice on the right side a very dark part of the painting, and everything on the left side of this door is full of light. And in reality, that was because this scene over here, this part of the scene, was shaded by a great big tree, and the other part was not, and it got the afternoon sunlight. But there's some more things important here for me as an artist. You know, it's not just painting things as an artist, it's painting feelings, painting emotions, and finding meaning in life in general. So this one for me is important because, first of all, we see the open doors and windows are a very important symbol to me because they represent all the chances I've taken in my life to proceed ahead with whatever I wanted to do, whether I had ever done it or not, including painting. Even though I drew from the time I was a child, I entered the painting world much later. So the open doors and windows are the possibilities of life for me, and hopefully for you as well. But then we also see this whole idea of dark and light in the painting. And it takes me back to Psalm 139, if you want to get a little look at some religious meaning in it, which says that the darkness and the light are both a light to thee. And what does that mean? Except I think in a very broad sense, it means that we can't have light without darkness. The two go together, they're hand in hand. And as a painter, this is particularly true. If I just start to want light and bright, that's all I have, I lose some of the power. But as soon as I introduce some darkness into a painting, the light becomes lighter, and vice versa. So we have this contrast between the two things that's very important for art in general, and you can play with the balance of that and imbalance of that in all different ways. But this piece does it in this way, and the last aspect of it I would like to address is the abstract qualities in the painting. There's enough of this painting that represented that you can see what it is and make everything out. But there are a lot of loose edges and ragged parts of it that leave room for your imagination to bring in your own life experiences to the painting and add another layer to the painting that gives you time for your thoughts to enter the painting and meditate and find the real purpose for you, because every painting has a different meaning for each person. I hope this enlightens you a little bit about painting, and next time you look at something and you like it or don't like it, take a moment and try to decide why. It's always good to just have a little more self-awareness, and that's one of the reasons we have art. Have a great day.